Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And man, you know what I'm gonna say. You guys are gonna get so tired of these catchphrases. But if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you stopping in just to see what this dude on the couch is all about. And today I thought I'd get back into the norm of my videos. If you watched my last one I just had this week, I kind of not whine, but I don't know. I just wanted to get something off my chest about Facebook, so I made a little Facebook video about, you know, their antics, and that's not the norm for me. I normally just cover games. So today I wanted to dive back into some visually stunning Xbox games on the original Xbox that you don't need to play on the newer Xboxes to get the awesome feel, in my opinion. So if you just got the original Xbox, these are some games that you should definitely check out that are pushing the limits, and to me look amazing. If you didn't know, there's 7 Xbox games that display in up to 1080i, and one of them unfortunately is a Japanese import, which I have, and I'm gonna show. And the reason I can play mine is because, full disclosure, I've got a modded Xbox with the XBCM for Gamers program. And such an awesome thing to have because I can rip discs and store them internally on endless memory and keep my old ones back there so I don't have to use them. But I did rip a copy of the one game that's an import, but the rest are not. The rest you can actually purchase. So I picked 7 that display up to 1080i, which that's the only amount that I know of. And then I believe there's like 25 games that display up to 720p. But I want to pick like 3 of those because I don't want to like make this a long ass video because you guys just want to see the games anyways. You don't want to hear my stupid voice rambling about stuff. But yeah, man, this is the big old tank, man, right here. God, man, love it. Gonna show the games off this bad boy. And normally I rock the everyone's favorite, the Duke. I say that sarcastically because I think a lot of people hate this except for big-handed freaks like me who this feels comfortable. And I even throw in the memory card, so it gives it like even more weight to it. But in this video, the games I'm going to be playing, I'm actually going to kind of run through with the new Retro Fighter, the Hunter controllers. I think these have been out for like 2 weeks, so these aren't new to anybody or anything. But I just wanted to test it out a little more. I've only had the opportunity to use this maybe 2 or 3 times. So testing about 10 games or so with this should give me a little more hands-on. I will say in the first few times I've used it, the one annoying thing I don't like is how the white and black buttons here are too close to my thumb, and that kind of puts me on edge a little when I play because I think I'm gonna like touch them or something. I don't know, man. It sounds dumb, I guess, but that's kind of like my only gripe right now. I've heard some other people complain too that if you're using 2 of these when they're plugged in, that both controllers register as player 1, so I don't know what that's about yet. But yeah, man, I'm gonna mess with that thing and try out these games. And man, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's get to it. Okay, so I thought to keep you guys interested in this video and watching, because I know a lot of people drop out on these videos. No one really ever watches the full video here on YouTube, so I had to like lure you in with the you know, the good game right off the bat. So I went here with Double Steel, the second Clash. Unfortunately, this one is only an import. This is actually a Japanese release only. It is a sequel to Reckless, the Yakuza missions. And this one, man, just, I don't know, dude, look at it. It's just fantastic. This game is pushing at 1080i, and I love that it's taking place in Chicago. I'm actually from Chicago, so it's kind of cool to see these Chicago Police Department cars throughout the game when you're playing, that you're driving. And this is fun. This is a fun, you've got different, you can do free roam, free drive, where like there's, you can look for missions on the maps, and you can unlock car parts, and there's all kinds of incentives when you're doing the free play. And then this mission, like here, for instance, you've got to go around, you've got to collect and stop the different bombs from going off in the city. And so it's like little missions like this too, or chasing down a bad guy, or it just, there's enough to keep you definitely entertained. And with the arcade like feel, there's a lot of replay value to it to you know, best your times and scores from the previous missions. As far as I know, so far there's 6 main missions. I haven't advanced beyond that yet. I get too caught up in like the free play one. So also interesting enough too, for this being a Japanese only import game, it's all in English. It's the game is completely in English. So if you have the means to play this on your Xbox, if you have a region free mod, or you've got a region free Xbox, man, I'd definitely suggest it. I can't ever not do a video without any type of ATV or dirt bike games, it seems. But you know, this is the games that I put on here. The first 7 are all the games that actually were in 1080i for the Xbox, and this was the second one I put on there, 2nd out of 7. This is MX Unleashed. Really awesome game, super fast, fun. If you've played the series, you know what you're getting into. Awesome music. This is a cool part of the race too, man. I was able to race a monster truck. You can do like different types of races throughout this in the settings. And for whatever reason, man, he just whooped my ass. I didn't finish. I just showed enough to compete. Definitely love the colors on this one, though. Just everything seems so bright and crisp. Here's another one, man. This is really interesting for those Dragonslayer fans from the arcade. It came out on Laserdisc and a few others in the early entries. If you remember those style games, man, they were so hard. But visually beautiful. You just had to have the timing right, and a lot of the moves, or you just get axed immediately. So there definitely were quarter killers back in the day. But this one, man, is a really interesting take on the series, being kind of like a 3D platformer adventure, man. And I really dig this. I didn't get far into this one yet. I just got enough to for footage, but. Man, I love it. It's gorgeously done. The music's fun. Sound effects are great. It's what you expect from like a Don Bluth film. Or this is definitely one to pick up. It took me a while to figure out some of the controls here too, but I kind of got the hang of defending myself. But I didn't advance past this part. Of course, Atari has an entry in this category of 1080i, the Atari Anthology. I just threw in just a quick gameplay of Tempest. The cool part of this disc, though, is there's all kinds of features on it for you to play, whether it's arcades or genres. They have all kinds of, like, you can just select straight racing. It's actually a pretty packed disc. I was really surprised. Pretty cool that they put the arcade buttons and layout right there on the bottom like that. right, man. Enter the Matrix. So this is just a game I've been in the middle of already, so I just jumped right into the gameplay where I left off. It took me a minute to get reacquired to the controls, so right away you can see I'm just kicking everything around me, kicking air, kicking circles, just trying to figure out the buttons again. But yeah, man, once I started honing in on the moves and the camera and the weapons and stuff, it turned into a much better video. But yeah, a lot of people, from what I've heard, prefer the Path of Neo, which is also great too. I don't know. I like them both, honestly. I don't know that I favor one over the other. I think it's just cool that they made these based off the movies. The music is in there. Everything just has that feel to it.
Above the gas, the cops are sealing the doors.
Where's Niobe?
She's trying to find a way into the building. You're flying solo. Stay above the gas and find a way out of there.
Alright, here's the second one, man, for the ATV selection. But again, these are the 7 1080i games that the Xbox had made, and 2 of them happen to be a dirt bike style, or in this case, dirt bike and ATV style racing game. So this one, again, same kind of fun. Like I said in the first MX Unleashed a couple clips ago, is that you know what you're getting into when you play these. So awesome, man. Awesome music. Just such a good time, man. I love these games. Hopefully, too, I can have the music just low enough to not get a copyright strike. Or maybe me blabbing over some of this will help, too. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, too, what it was like from dirt bike and from ATV on this one. So just look, it looks fantastic, man. All these games, man, just pushing the envelope, and I think they look amazing. And you know, you don't, like I said, necessarily have to play them on the newer Xbox to get that feel that you're getting right here. I did mention too in the beginning of the video that I was testing out the new Retro Fighters Hunter controller, the wireless for the Xbox on these games, and yeah, pretty good controller, man. From what I've been using, I love the rumble feature. I love the feel of the controller. Everything's been great. This takes us into Siberia. I had full disclosure, man. I have never played this game before, so I didn't know what I was getting into. So this is a pretty, I guess this will be kind of a dull clip for you guys. This may be the point where you start fast forwarding through the video. So I do have a lot of those fast forward points in a lot of my other videos. So I totally understand if you kind of breeze through this one. But from what I got out of this game, I played, it was a point and click type, you know, you got to point and click at stuff and get clues and figure out like, you know, it's kind of like, it felt kind of like Myst to me. So, but, you know, again, visually it looks amazing from the couple minutes I posted in here of this video. If that, I don't even think it's that. I could definitely cut a lot out because it was just me wandering around in circles and like walking back and forth and trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. So, but I definitely think I'm going to explore this more. I'm a big point and click fan if you've watched my other videos, especially when it comes to like the old Amiga games. I love point and click style games, so. All right, man. Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. We're now getting into the 720p games that Xbox made. There was about 25 games, I believe, on their list that you could visually go up to 720p on. And so I only picked 3 because, I mean, I wasn't trying to do a 25 plus, 7 other game video. The attention span for humans is pretty low these days, so I'm trying to keep these videos as short as I can. But yeah, dude, who doesn't love Tony Hawk, man? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, and I think both of the undergrounds are also 720p, but I just went with this one. Not that I love the underground ones for sure, so it's not like I picked this one over that for any reason, and I didn't really, man, I can't remember like to do a lot of these moves. I kept trying to grind like crazy, but I just couldn't pull it off, so it's mostly just me kind of cruising around and falling. So you're welcome for this amazing skating footage. Look at that, man. Who else can run into a log on the ground like Rob? Another one in a 720p entry, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I always play as Raiden or Raiden, however, and I actually did pretty well because this is like the first couple fights. Of course, you always look like an all-star when you start fighting right off the bat in these games. Progressively, they get better. Yeah, this game looked really fantastic though, man. The sound was great. I had a really good time with this one. As you can see too right there, they're not getting their security deposit back for that type of activity, so all this destruction is coming out somebody's rent. See? God. What people do with their money, I tell you. Alright. Come out to play. It's the Warriors. This one, man, dude, this is one of Rockstar's finest games. This is the last one in the entry. Probably a little bit longer in the clips here, just because I want to try to get as much footage as I could of it. Man, what an awesome game, though. If you haven't played this game, just the opening alone, it starts off exactly like the movie. The music is fantastic. The gameplay is great. Not a lot of flaws for me on this one, so I could literally spend all day just going around stealing car stereos. So, but yeah, dude, this is a must get on your list for sure. Yeah, I was supposed to, this part here, beat up these guys, the rival gang guys, and then I needed to go get more spray paint, because I guess I ran out. And so this dude over here across the street, I guess he sells spray paint, and I should have bought some from him, but I didn't remember the buttons very well, and unfortunately I did what you're about to see right here. I slammed him to the ground. I didn't show the rest of the fight after that because he obviously became pretty pissed. So once I got the spray paint, I finished right here with it. So, but yeah, those are the picks from, like I said, between 1080i and a couple 720p. So I hope you all enjoyed it. All right, well, that was my my display of visually impressive games on the Xbox. I picked them obviously because that's what's on the list, man. Not necessarily something that I'm saying that you should go and play, but they're not bad titles, honestly. I mean, I'd play all of them. I'm always gonna play any MX versus ATV or MX. Those type of games, like the four wheelers and dirt bike games. And it's crazy that they had 2 on the list. Double Steel, man, I wanted that game. I wanted that game and Metal Wolf Chaos so bad as my first two imports when buying Japanese games. So I did get Metal Wolf also, but that one does not display up to, I believe it's 480, 480p. So, but Double Steel is the one I had to have in there, obviously, even if it wasn't on the list. That game, dude, is fantastic, man. Off the rails, fantastic. And being from Chicago, I guess, like, I love the fact that it's in Chicago and it's got like Chicago PD cars and stuff for the police, and that's pretty rad, I think. But yeah, and then of course, I threw in some Tony Hawk. Can't go wrong with any Mortal Kombat. So, but yeah, man, that was it was a pretty fun video to make and pretty cool titles, and awesome to see that you can still be all right with the original Xbox, in my opinion. I have the newer Xbox, and I gotta tell you, man, that my two most played consoles in this game house is still the original Xbox and the Xbox 360. So, but yeah, let me know in the comments, what are your favorite original Xbox titles? If you don't know which ones are left on 720 and you have a question you want to ask, or just whatever, man, just comment whatever. You know me, man, I like it all. So I'm just happy if anybody watches. So, and yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next video, man. And like I always say, dude, we're all just looking for the next same thing to play. So have a good one and take care.